Jadual harian Hana selalu sibuk. Jadi, saya kekal sihat dengan Vida C. Dengan vitamin C yang cukup setiap hari, tiada apa pun yang boleh menghalangi saya. Minumlah Vida C, perlindungan sistem imun anda.
Good evening and welcome to Kini News. Nobody likes pesky weed, or what we call lalang in Malay, be it the kind found in your backyard or in political parties. Today, the UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi shared his thoughts on how lalangs should be dealt with.
Lalang may grow in your backyard if kept unchecked, but in politics it refers to a different kind of pest, one that would sway to whatever direction the wind of political opportunity blows. As UMNO is split over whether or not it should support the Perikatan Nasional Government led by Muhyiddin Yassin, Party President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has his eyes set on an ops lalang of his own to cleanse his party. In a veiled post on Facebook this morning, Zahid was photographed standing behind the bushes with a caption outlining how weed or lalang must be removed once in a while. This is because he said weed cannot be allowed to grow too long, because the longer it is allowed to grow, the bigger problem it becomes. Zahid's post comes as UMNO is torn on the issue of supporting the PN government. It has even gotten to the point where moves are being made to oust Zahid, according to party insiders. The latest, a propaganda drive against Zahid in the form of a booklet attacking his personality. The booklet, titled 30 Dalil Mengapa Ahmad Zahid Perlu Letak Jawatan Sebagai Presiden UMNO, or 30 Reasons Why Ahmad Zahid Should Resign as UMNO President, is believed to have been passed to party members in both physical and digital forms starting last month. Among the issues highlighted in the booklet are Zahid's court cases, poor record of UMNO in by-elections since he took over as its president, the exodus of UMNO MPs to Bersatu, and allegations that Zahid tried to make a pact with UMNO's arch-enemy, DAP. Another booklet to counter the dalil was later published in defense of Zahid. Currently, there are 9 UMNO MPs in the cabinet, including 4 who are elected members of the UMNO Supreme Council. No one has yet to claim responsibility for the propaganda against Zahid.
A Bersatu Supreme Council member believes that Puat Zakarshi from UMNO has a personal vendetta against their party president Muhyiddin Yassin. But how did we get here? Let's rewind a little to find out where this all started.
UMNO Supreme Council member Muhammad Puat Zakarshi has challenged Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin to a public debate on the alleged COVID-19 SOP double standard. This comes after Puat was slapped with a defamation suit from Muhyiddin seeking Rm10 million compensation for a Facebook post alleging double standards in COVID-19 procedures. The debate invitation comes ahead of the one-week deadline for Puat's lawyers to respond to Muhyiddin's letter of demand. Puat said it turned out there is no double standard in the issue of legal suits, and that one day, maybe it wouldn't be impossible for a fisherman, rubber tapper, or Grab driver to be sued by the Prime Minister. He added that if that's the case, then there is nothing wrong with debating Muhyiddin before going to court. The former Special Affairs Department JASA chief also said people cannot say it's not the Prime Minister's level to debate with him. On February 9th, the Prime Minister's office threatened legal action against Puat over his post unless he issued a public apology. Puat had, among others, claimed Muhyiddin and his officers had refused to undergo mandatory quarantine after returning from an official visit to Jakarta last month. Puat also alleged Muhyiddin's refusal had prompted Health Minister Dr. Adham Baba to issue a new order which stated that ministers who return from official visits abroad are subject to only 3 days of quarantine. Prominent lawyer Muhammad Hanif Khatri Abdullah has offered to be the moderator of the debate.
If your bikes go brr brr brr, there is a chance that you could end up fined or even in jail. Authorities are ramping up efforts to put a stop to loud exhaust pipes.
This would be considered a modified exhaust, and if you've done this to your vehicle, you could face a jail term of up to 6 months and a fine of up to Rm2000 for noise pollution. According to Bukit Aman Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department Chief Azizman Alias, the offence has been established in accordance with Rule 103 of the Motor Vehicles Construction and Use Rules 1959. In a statement released on Monday, he explained that anyone who modifies an exhaust pipe to the point of disturbing public peace is found to have committed an offence. He also warned that the police have the authority to seize a motorcycle or car to prevent the offence from being repeated under Section 64 of the Road Transport Act 1987. Police have been conducting integrated operations in collaboration with the Department of Environment (DOE) to determine if vehicles comply with the permitted exhaust pipe noise emission level. Azizman also stressed that the ruling was not limited to motorcycles, as other motorized vehicles should also comply with the law.
Now, we've all had the MySedra app for months now, and some of us have seen the same interface and options every single day. Or some of you may not even know there was an interface if you're the one that just takes it out to scan QR codes and put it back in your pocket. Well, that's all until today, because the app finally has a major update. Here's what's new with MySedra.
The MySedra app has received a major update ahead of the national COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Now, the public can use the app to register their interest to get vaccinated for COVID-19. Android and iOS users will gain access to the vaccination button on the app after they update or reinstall it. If you don't have an update button on the App Store, you can just remove the app and reinstall it. That worked for me. After tapping on the vaccination button, the app will ask you to verify your name and MyCard number. Once verified, you will be informed that the National COVID-19 Immunization Program is presently in Phase 1, which is reserved for frontliners. It added that you will be notified when the next phase begins. Phase 1, which will run until April, will involve medical frontliners, enforcement personnel, welfare officers, elected representatives, and teachers with comorbidities. Phase 2 will run from April to August and involve 9.4 million people classified as high-risk groups. These groups include the differently abled, those above 60 years old, and those with comorbidities such as heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Phase 3 will run from May to February 2022, for all other Malaysians aged 18 and above.
Many of us have seen this video of what appears to be a postman shooting a dog with what is believed to be a rubber band. We've learned today that Post Malaysia has suspended him.
The postman who was caught on a security camera shooting a dog with a rubber band in Kluang, Johor, has been suspended pending the outcome of an investigation carried out by Post Malaysia. In a statement issued today, Post Malaysia said their stand against animal cruelty will not be taken lightly. It added that it will not tolerate such misconduct from any of its employees and will not hesitate to take stern action, which include termination of service. In a video that has gone viral on social media, the postman in question can be seen provoking the dog that is confined in the compound of the house. He then pulls out an elastic band and proceeds to aim for the dog through the gate before striking its face. Visibly hurt, the dog can then be seen running away to safety.
And that's a wrap for Kini News for this evening. For more stories, go to KiniTV.com. We also post the latest headlines on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, so do follow us there to get the latest news updates. If you enjoy what we do consider subscribing and supporting the channel, and then click on that bell icon so you never miss any top stories again. If you're going out, please remember to wear your mask, and if you can, try to stay home. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you very much, and as always, stay safe, Malaysia.